Well, that was nice. Let's see what else Dresde has in store for us.
Look here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
You should turn around and move along, kid. You don't want the trouble we'd give you.
Tell him, Canderous.
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that?
I think that's a lot of responsibility for simple scum like you.
Those are very brave words for such an insignificant person. Do you not realize how many Sith are here in Dresde?
12. No, wait, 13.
Nice one, old man.
Thank you. It takes effort to be properly irreverent at my age.
Let me kill this one, Lasho. Let me do it.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps our friend here could yet offer up some amusement. What do you say? Amuse us, make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
If you really want to fight, just make the first move. It'll be your last.
What?
I think someone just stood up to you, Lashao.
Shut up, fool, unless you want to be next.
Yeah? Anytime.
Stop it. This is boring. Let's just go back to the academy.
Fine, we'll go. As for you, I'll find you later. Trust me on that.
Not if I find you first. Come at me, bro. Come at me. They walked away. Got a few other stragglers around here. Get our music back.
Well, there isn't much to do in Dresde, except have a drink until your ship's ready to go.
Yeah, or threaten to kill the Sith wherever we see them.
What happened on Terrace? Can't believe the Sith are powerful enough to do that.
Yeah, well, believe it. Right about here, there was actually a big section of the game that was cut. Not many people know about it, but there was supposed to be a whole circuit facility behind one of these doors. I think it was actually behind this door towards the back, but they kind of replaced it with this little storeroom. You were supposed to be able to go in and find some random loot. I think there might have been a quest tied with it, but I don't know. I've never played it myself.
I hear them Sith are doing some kind of digging up on the planet's surface.
Digging, you say? Oh, we may just have to check that out. Let's go in and see prospective Sith.
Something you need?
Who are you?
Nobody you need to know. I'm just here to try to get into the Sith Academy.
Why would you want to get into the Academy?
Why? Why? That's really a dumb question. To become a Sith, of course. To wield the greatest power in the galaxy.
Well, why not join the Jedi?
Ha! They're weaklings, not worth anyone's attention. It's the Sith that are going to conquer the galaxy, after all.
What do you think your chances are?
I don't know. I've been here for a few days now, and the Sith still haven't paid me any attention. Suppose I should consider myself lucky. I've heard of some of the prospects getting killed. Still, it's all a test, and I'll just have to be strong.
How does someone get into the Academy?
Well, you have to impress one of the Sith. The final decision rests with Yuthura Ban, however. She's the one who decides exactly which of us get into the Academy or not. I've been hanging out hoping she'll come by and notice me, to be honest.
Where is this Yuthura Ban?
Usually she's in the Academy, but sometimes she comes out into the colony to look for prospects. If she's in the colony, she can usually be found in the cantina, but not always. She's one of the most powerful Sith in the Academy, I hear.
I'll be on my way then, thanks.
Yeah, go on.
Journal entry has been added. Enter the Sith Academy. In order to get inside the Sith Academy in Dresde, You will have to be approved by one of the Sith as a worthy hopeful. The one who does the deciding of which hopefuls make it is a Twi'lek Sith Master by the name of Yathura Ban. She can reportedly be sometimes found in the colony's cantina. You should check there. We'll do that soon.
Are you a smuggler? That's
No.
the only way we get some decent goods to buy in this sector.
That's surprising. Sith aren't keeping you well supplied, are they? A Zerka representative.
Greetings. You've heard of that awful business on Idian, yes? Our corporate outpost there has been destroyed by the Wookiee savages.
You don't say.
This could put back the use of Wookiee labor considerably. We may even have to abandon the planet completely. Well, what can you do? Sorry. Was there something you needed?
What does Zerka do here on Korriban, anyway?
We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it?
Yeah.
We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come.
Zerka works with the Sith?
Well, why not? This is Sith space now, and the company has to survive regardless of who is in charge. The Republic, the Sith, the economy has to keep going. Now, was there anything else?
Can I ask you some questions about the colony?
Certainly.
What can you tell me about the colony?
There truly isn't much to tell, citizen. Dresh Day was established by the Sith, and we arrived to take advantage of some of the planet's mineral wealth. The only thing that's really unusual about Dresh Day, I suppose, is that the Sith built their academy on the east side of the colony. You don't find those just anywhere.
What do you know about the Sith Academy?
Not much. The Sith are a rather secretive lot, and they don't allow many into the academy. I hear they claim that Korriban was inhabited long ago by other Sith, but no one really knows if that's true. The planet is certainly uninhabited outside of Dresh Day, and always has been.
Looks like the lore has been forgotten by most. At least by this man, anyway. How can one reach the ruins on the surface?
Zerka sends freighters to the surface every now and again to ferry artifacts to the core. The men are not allowed out of their ships, however, as only Sith are allowed on the surface. Beyond that, I really can't say.
Can't say or don't know.
Well, all I know is that they call the site the Valley of the Dark Lords. Apparently, there are Sith lords of old buried in tombs there. I don't know anything else. Neither will you, I'm sure. Only the Sith students are allowed access to the site.
Have you ever heard of a star map by chance?
A star map? We sell navigational components, if that's what you mean.
No, I mean, as in old ruins.
Well, the Sith have some old ruins that interest them up on the surface of the planet. If this map of yours is there, however, they've said nothing about it.
Keeping it hush. I guess I'll be going then.
Do come again. I suppose you've heard about the destruction of Taurus, yes? Awful business, that. Zerka lost a fortune there. Not that the Sith care.
Can I ask what you have to offer?
You certainly can. Allow me to punch up our stock.
Right. So, we have some pretty good medical items here. Life support packs, 10. Construction kits, 10. Advanced med packs, 20. Advanced repair kits, 10. And antidote kits, 10. Med packs, infinite. Repair kits, infinite. Got security spike tunnelers and security spikes that don't do anything, because the game is still bugged with that, I think. I have a Dark Jedi robe, which was one of the items that I added into the game. I could actually buy this stuff for Jolie now. That might be an idea. That's only 100 credits. Dare I? I'm probably going to get another one, but it would be good to kind of have him disguised as a Dark Jedi when we go in there. Oh, that's so good. No. No, more historic artifacts that Telemachus would be interested in. No. No. I can't afford it, but I have to buy it because reasons. Ugh. We're gonna buy that. Just that one, though. Dark Jedi robe. These simple robes kept modest, not by a desire to appear humble, but to offer the greatest freedom of movement during battle. Yeah, this was two of the items that I added into the game that weren't available otherwise. Just regular Dark Jedi robes that are kind of crap in comparison to other the Jedi Knight robes, but better than nothing, I guess. And they should be in the game, even though they're not available anywhere. It made sense that they would sell them here. Item cost 6,000. Feats required with armor proficiency medium. Defense bonus of 9. Max dexterity bonus of +3. Attributed to Exar Kun, this armor may well have been worn by the Dark Lord prior to his defeat 40 years ago. He was rarely without considerable yet flexible personal armor. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neato. Maybe at the end of Korriban I might consider buying that if it's still around. We have reinforced fiber armor. Armor proficiency is light, defense bonus of 7, max dexterity bonus of +4. Inspired by craftsmen on worlds where metal is in short supply, this type of light armor consists of Jungju tree fibers, bound with synthetics, offering good flexible protection. A Sinagar warsuit. It's another one that was added by my mod. Item cost 3,000, amount 1. Feats required armor proficiency medium, defense bonus of 7, max dexterity bonus of +3. Damage resistance, resists 15 versus Sonic. After the Great Hyperspace War 1,000 years ago, the heirs of Empress Tita militarized their world and industry, a legacy that produced battle armor still sought after today. Chani light armor. The defense bonus of 5, max dexterity bonus of +5, 15 versus fire resist. Chani prefer elegant design to brute force. The Maktites learned this when their stores of thermal weapons were rendered ineffective by simple changes in the Chani light armor. A military suit, a heavy combat suit, a Krath holy battle suit. The Krath were a people who were like a cult that were native to Onderon, and they eventually began worshipping a Dark Lord of the Sith that went there called Freedom Nad. I think his name was Freedom Nad. And he kind of led an uprising against the royalty on Onderon. It's kind of a big deal. He has a temple on Doxin, the forest moon of Onderon. The demon moon, they call it, I think. Defense bonus of 9, max dexterity bonus of +2. Damage, resistance, resist 15 versus cold, 15 versus fire, and 15 versus sonic. Many Krath sought to be guards of their dark temples in armor of this type. Cynics dismissed this fervor, noting that guard duty was safer than participating in military slave raids. Interesting. Krath heavy armor. What's the difference between those two? Oh, just slightly less resistances. Defense bonus of 9, max dexterity bonus of +2. Typical of the old Krath military elite, speaking of which. Okay, that's slightly better armor. Typical of the old Krath military elite, these suits were worn during slave raids on neighboring systems. Slaving is profitable but risky, so little cost is spared in equipment. Sinagar plate armor. Armor proficiency heavy, defense bonus of 10, max dexterity bonus of +1. Damage resistance, resist 25 versus sonics. Pretty much impervious to sonic weapons. While much time was spent on the appearance, this armor is still meant for personal guards of dignitaries and is therefore highly effective against many forms of attack. Sinagar is the Empress Tita system is the other name for it, and Empress Tita participated on the side of the Republic. She was one of the Republic's leaders during the Great Hyperspace War. They were kind of a big deal. Empress Tita system is about as big as Coruscant, but has slightly less prestige in galactic affairs, if you want to get into the nerdy side of things. It was kind of like a rival city-state back then, but it was also part of the Republic. Pretty neat history involving them. They would be like the I guess like more like the ancient Greeks to the Sith's ancient Egyptian aesthetic. Powered battle armor. Feats required: armor proficiency, heavy weapons, or heavy armor, defense bonus of 9, max dexterity bonus of +1, strength +1. Micro-hydraulics of this armor provides the operator with both protection and strength enhancement. It is rare outside of professional mercenaries and soldiers. We have heavy battle armor. Max defense bonus of +9, max dexterity bonus of +0. This is the heaviest armor available for the soldier that requires maximum protection from direct damage. Some consider the fit claustrophobic, but that's the trade-off for safety. Of course, we have regular battle armor, defense bonus of 8, max dexterity bonus of +1. This isn't the heaviest of armor, but it comes close. Designed for heavy militias, it has the protection needed to keep a soldier alive during ranged combat with massive weapons. Light battle armor as well, we've already read that though. Heavy targeting optics, bonus feat, weapon focus blaster rifle, heavy weapons focus, and specialization blaster rifle, and heavy weapons. That would be pretty good for Canderous, but he already has all of those, so utterly pointless, and I'm not paying $9,000 credits for 2 feats, or 4 feats. This advanced optics and targeting system worn as a mask attaches to a held weapon, in this case rifles and heavy weapons, and provides targeting information, distances, and tracking of potential targets within line of sight. Verpine Ocular Enhancers. Armor proficiency light, damage resistance resist 5 versus sonic, dexterity of +1. Restricted, not usable by Wookiees. That would actually be pretty good for, perhaps anyway, it would be pretty good for Jolie or somebody. Might think about getting that, even though dexterity is kind of a useless stat. The Verpine only manufacture this product for export, having no need of it themselves. They have highly evolved sight, a quality they smugly say the visors mimic but do not exceed. Verpine Bond Gauntlets. Demolitions +6. Tensor Mesh stiffens the forearm for steady handling of volatile materials. The insect-like Verpine don't personally use these items, claiming they merely mimic their own exoskeletons. Verpine are kind of like these ant people, I believe, sort of ant grasshopper type guys. The user must have basic knowledge of demolitions. Paid points into the skills to benefit from this item. We have the Stabilizer Gauntlets, Arcanian Energy Shields, Sith Energy Shields, regular energy shields, and a Radu stealth unit, which is pretty damn good. Stealth +6. This sophisticated Radu stealth mode unit expertly camouflages the user. Opponents must make an awareness check versus the user's stealth skill +6 or remain unaware of them. The user must have paid points into the stealth skill to gain use of stealth mode. Combat disrupts the field, but mundane tasks do not. An advanced stealth unit that is slightly worse. Costly to produce, this unit refines the stealth field to better camouflage the user. Opponents must make an awareness check versus user stealth skill +4 or remain unaware of them. User must have paid points into the stealth skill. To use stealth mode, combat disrupts the field, but mundane tasks do not. We have a sound dampening stealth unit, we've already read that, and a stealth field generator. That gives +2, that gives no bonuses. We have a Sith regenerator. Regeneration 2, 8,500 credits. Wow, that's expensive. Extensively used by Sith intelligence operatives. This implant stimulates cell replication in the user's body, allowing wounds to be healed quickly and easily. It is most frequently used on operatives operating behind enemy lines for extended periods where medical treatment is not normally available. Hyper Battle Stimulants. Hichani Battle Stimulants. Stimulant produces a chemical cocktail, sends a boost of adrenaline through the body, focusing the mind and bolstering the user's tolerance for damage. Stim bonuses that affect the same statistic do not stack. Hyperadrenal strength, alacrity, and stamina. And a Hyper Battle Stimulant. Lots of nice stuff here. I kind of want to buy that Exarchun's battle armor, I'm not going to lie. Really, really tempted. Really tempted. I don't know if I can afford it at the moment. I'll think about it. I don't have anything that I can sell, so gonna be as it is.
One of Korriban's primary trade routes went through Terrace.
Yeah.
Now that it's destroyed, the colony here will have an even harder time of it.
What a tragedy.
One of Korriban's primary trade routes went through Terrace. Now that it's destroyed, the colony here will have an even harder time of it.
Can you imagine if I actually became a Sith? The power I'd have. I could do anything.
I doubt you'd have much power, to be perfectly honest. Zerka Guard.
You can conduct business at our office if you wish.
Yeah, I sure will. Look like some sort of eating, I guess just storage back here more than anything. Could have swore one of these opened at one point. Maybe I'm going crazy. That's okay. Well, I guess we'll head down the corridor here. Let's see, Lurs Cash. Lurs. You there, human. You were the one flying the Ebon Hawk now. I saw you disembarking earlier. Surely you mean embarking, I guess, or... Oh yeah, disembarking, because I left the ship. Right, right. Who wants to know? Name's Lurs, not that it's important. I don't know you, and you don't know me. What's important is that we've been waiting for this shipment for a month now. I suppose we should be grateful that the shipment survived terrorists at all, though, right? Anyway, hand it over and let's finish this. I'm no smuggler, if that's what you're implying. Wait a minute. Don't you work for Davik? Just how is it that you happen to be flying the Ebon Hawk anyway? Davik's dead, I presume. I stole the Ebon Hawk from him. Well, when a planet explodes, you gotta expect a few changes. Davik's dead, eh? Maybe you can still help me with something. We had arranged for several kilograms of spice to be shipped to us here aboard the Ebon Hawk. Perhaps Davik left it on board. Get out of here. I suspect if it is, it would be in the container we gave him, locked and requiring a code. Might you have seen such a thing, human? I may have. How much is it worth to you? 1,000 credits. Perhaps more, if you're interested. What do you say to that? I could take a look for it, I suppose. Excellent. Set the code on the container to Red 47. When you get the spice, bring it to me here. I'll wait for you. Very well. So, depending on how versed you all are in Star Wars lore, spice is not spice as it is in our world. Spice is a kind of drug. Thought about kind of what if Telemachus would be kind of scrupulous about drug use, but I don't think he would be. He knows the stuff is like all over the galaxy, and if he's got a bunch of it on his ship, probably best that it's not on his ship anymore. And if he can sell it to the exchange, well, they would have gotten it anyway. And it would probably be better to kind of smooth things over, I suppose, with them and not ruffle their feathers. I mean, we did kind of assassinate one of their main bosses, but, you know, What's that, between old friends, right? Ebon Hawk, you have encountered an alien by the name of Lurs, who mentions that there is a container on board the Ebon Hawk filled with spice that Davik had agreed to bring him. You have agreed to return Lurs with the spice, and he has provided you with the security code, Red 47. What in the world did we buy that was new? That was that Sith robe, right? Dark Jedi robe. Same description as before. Okay, can you, like, can you not? Beat it. Go away. Thank you. Go ahead and talk to these two, and then nip into the cantina, and maybe, head back to the ship after that. Who are you?
I'm trying to get into the Sith Academy. Around here they call us hopefuls.
Also, hello, Azula. Anybody's watched Avatar, that's Azula's voice right there. I don't know why she was relegated to such, like, bit parts in the game, but she was also, I think she played, what's-her-name's voice? Lena's voice, Mission's brother's ex-girlfriend that we met on Dantooine. So recognizable. She should have had a bigger role. She could have been Bastila. Would have been almost as good, maybe? Maybe even just as good. Why would you want to get into the Academy?
Well, that's the only way to become a Sith, isn't it? In the Academy you learn to use the Force.
Well, why not join the Jedi?
After the Sith conquer the galaxy, there aren't going to be any more Jedi, are there? I guess I'd rather join the winning side.
What do you think your chances are?
I thought they were good, but I've been here for days now, and I haven't drawn any attention at all. I suppose that might be good. I don't know. Some of the attention the Sith have shown to other hopefuls has been pretty deadly.
Yeah. How does someone get into the Academy?
I wish I knew, to tell you the truth. You have to impress one of the Sith, I guess. Either way, it's Yuthura Bon who makes the final decision. She's a Twi'lek Sith Master, I hear. Very high rank. She's the one who decides which hopefuls make it in and which ones don't.
Where is this Yuthura Bon?
I really couldn't say. I hear that sometimes she comes out into the colony to drink at the cantina, though. But I guess she could be anywhere.
I'll be on my way then, thanks.
All right. Goodbye.
Nice enough, girl. But as sharp as a sack of wet mice, though.
I've had 2 friends killed by the Sith already. It must be some kind of test. I'll survive and make it into the Academy. I know it.
Don't count on it, pal. Rodian. Be on my way, Sentient. My ship leaves very soon.
I suppose you've heard about Terrace being
Yes,
destroyed.
I have.
The Republic must have pushed the Sith into it, that's what I think.
Right, yeah, that's what happened. That's definitely what happened. I saw a little chest back there. Yes, I did. Let's go back there and loot that. My goodness, the first sign of loot that we've had since we've been here. 150 credits. Hot dog. We just paid for our cloak. Repair kit and some parts, even better. Make sure we get that before we go. Always double check the containers, folks. Sometimes the game does not register that you hit the button. I'll have a talk with these two, I guess. Pilot.
You own the Ebon Hawk, don't you?
Yeah, I
Wish
do.
I could fly a bird like that.
How do you know, by the way? It's a little disconcerting. Mr. Pilot.
Greetings, friend. Fellow pilot, are you? Wouldn't mind taking a spin in the Ebon Hawk myself. Sleek ship, that one.
Darn Skippy. Does everyone here know about the Ebon Hawk?
In a small colony like this, everyone knows everyone's business.
It's better than thinking too much about all the Sith lurking about here. The Hawk's been in and out of here for ages. And out-of-the-way starport is a good place for, privateers.
Right.
Not saying you are one.
I'm not saying I'm not. And what if I am?
Wouldn't make any difference to me. Just wish I had a ship like that myself. Business is steady here with the Sith, but it's a boring haul.
In case you're forgetting, partner, they don't exactly want us talking about their business.
Ah, who cares about them? I've seen some of those things they're digging up in those ruins in the valley. Pretty creepy, if you ask me.
What have they been digging up?
Weird artifacts. Looks like alien stuff. Maybe aliens lived on Korriban a long time ago. Who knows?
Don't be stupid. I was talking to one of those Sith and he said there are tombs there dating back to when the Sith were here in ancient times.
There were Sith here in ancient times? Sounds like he was feeding you a line. Korriban's only been settled for a short time.
So says you. He said the planet was settled by the Sith a long time ago. And then they all left or something. Those tombs are really important to them.
Tombs, eh? That makes the stuff they send us even creepier. Wish I didn't have to haul it around.
Where do you take these things?
We used to haul everything to Terrace, and the Sith would take it off our hands there. Not sure where we'll be bringing it now.
Do you have any of these artifacts now?
No, we're not due for another shipment for at least another week.
How would one get to these excavations exactly?
It's in a valley on the surface, beyond some mountains to the east. No land route. That's why they have us fly in.
Shows what you know. The Academy has a route through the mountain. That's how all their students get to the excavation site.
Well, regardless, the Sith don't let anybody near that valley. Even when we land, they watch us like a Drabarian hawk and want us gone quickly.
So no one could sneak into the valley by ship?
Not a chance. You'd be better off sneaking through the Academy if you want to go to the valley.
Ha! Now that'd be a sight to see.
Well, thanks, gents. I think I'll be going, though. Before I do, bartender, get these two men a drink.
Sure thing. Good flying, friend.
Well, they have been very useful. Learned some important information. So I did not see this bartender here. I think I'll talk to him too. Greetings, Sentient. You are the owner of the Ebon Hawk, yes? Or its latest owner, at least. I'm honored to meet you. I am Mikadoran, manager of this establishment. Is there something you are needing, Sentient? The owner of the Ebon Hawk is always welcome in the Dredge Cantina. You know something about the Ebon Hawk? Only what I hear from rumors, Sentient. The Hawk has been a frequent visitor to Korriban in the past, though often with a different owner. In all fairness, I should tell you that many of its past owners were suspected of being smugglers, slavers, and pirates. It was even whispered that some worked for the exchange. But I always found the Hawk's owners to be excellent citizens of fine character. The kind of people I prefer to do business with. Much better than the Sith, at least. Anything interesting going on around here? This cantina has been provided by the Zerka Corporation. It's a quiet place. This is as I prefer it. Elsewhere in Dredge is not always safe or quiet. Dredge is run by the Sith. As run as the Sith wish. The Sith are not always pleasant in their dealings with others. If I had to say, I would prefer they and their academy were not present here, but I do not. What do you know about the Sith Academy? The Sith built their academy here to train students. Many go to train there, though I know not why. Most are not permitted to train, and many die in their attempt to be admitted. Many of their students, and sometimes the Sith themselves, come to my cantina. Look around, and you will see them. I have little choice as to their presence. What can you tell me about the Sith's excavations? Very little. None are allowed in their ruins other than the Sith themselves, as I understand it. Surely there must be some way to go there. I'm afraid not. The Sith have a passage that leads to their valley from within their monastery, but only they may use it. Do you know anything about a star map on Korriban by chance? Can you be more specific, Sentient? What manner of star map do you seek? The very old kind. Perhaps the Sith's excavations involve something like it. It may be possible, Sentient. The only artifacts I've ever heard mentioned are in relation to the Sith and their Valley of the Dark Lords. I guess that's all for now. Thanks, though. As you desire, Sentient. I would also give this man a tip if I could. Well, that leaves everybody but the good Pazak man here. So I'm gonna actually quick save here, I think. Or maybe even hard save. I think I will hard save. Save. RP. There. Toll Apcar. Greetings, Sentient. Are you willing to engage in a hand of Pazak? I'm afraid there are a few takers on Korriban. It'd be good to have a little fun for once. Who are you? I'm known as Toll Apcar, if you must know. I'm quite proficient at Pazak. I would not wish to begin with a game under false pretenses. I'd like to ask some questions if I could. There are others here to answer your questions, Sentient. To be honest, if we are not going to engage in some entertaining sport, I would rather be alone. Well, let's play then. Excellent. Let us begin. We bop our points up any higher. It does not appear, so let's wager that. So I haven't played Pazak in a while. Apparently I have some new cards, which is cool. Go with that. Let's just see what we have here. Okay. So we're gonna go with two of these. We're gonna go with one of these and one of these. With two of these, and then two of these. We will play. Ah! Oh, cheating AI, I'm telling you. Every time. Not yet. I hate 13s, though. It's a bad number to get. I guess I'm going to bring myself to 20. He does the same. 12, not too bad. Well, I'll stand on a 19 and hope for the best. Ah! Not good. I am now at a pretty big disadvantage. That's a terrible number to get. Okay. Stand on another 19. And win the set. Alright, we're back on even footing, kind of. Yes. Great. No 4. No 4. No 3. No 1. Yeah! Nice. No 4s? Oh, this is good, this is good. This is really good, kinda, maybe. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna risk it. Oh! He would have a -5. Okay. He's gonna stand on that. Yeah! Oh, good. I was worried I'd have to re-record this one to be a victory. I like to win on the first game, but that's good. You have defeated your opponent. A lucky hand. I will have to try a little harder next time if I'm going to beat you. And I will. I'm quite sure. Shall we try again? This game is so sure of itself, but not right now. I'm going to quick save first, just in case I have to save scum. It's going to be a good way to make some money off of this guy, though. Come back anytime, Zendine. I'm always willing to play. Good, good. So, I don't know if I want a quick save yet, but I'm not going to do all of these games on camera, that's for sure. I'm just going to save and overwrite that, and I'll get back with you folks once I've beaten this guy. See you soon.